Welcome to Minnesota Music Mom. I'm Karen Davis. I want to tell you about two things first before I get started on the organ. I want to tell you about two piano things. One is, if you're familiar with Lori Line, LoriLine.com. They are having a clearance sale right now, so you might want to check that out. I'm subscribed to their website through my email, so that's how I heard about it. But I think every winter she usually has a clearance sale. And I just received two books that I ordered recently because of the sale. One is the 30th year anniversary celebrating Christmas, and the other one is the Heritage Collection Volume 8. These are two books that I didn't have yet, and they just arrived today, so I'm looking forward to checking them out. And I saved $10 per book, so that's when you're pinching pennies, $10 per book is pretty good. So you might want to check out that sale. Today is January 4th, 2020. So I think she usually has the clearance sale like early January, right after Christmas. All right, the other thing I want to tell you about is a song that I just stumbled across, a piano song that I have just fallen in love with. It is so, so pretty. If you search for it online, it's called The Welcome Song. The Welcome Song, and it's by Anne Trenning. Anne is A-N-N-E, and Trenning is T-R-E-N-N-I-N-G. So search for The Welcome Song and Trenning online, and you can see her playing it and hear her playing it. I just ordered the sheet music, and I just recorded the song here tonight for the service tomorrow. We have a communion service, and so we like to have music playing while I go downstairs to take communion, and then come back up here to start playing the hymn. I record a song on the piano, and then my sister-in-law hits the start button. So that's the song that I recorded to play tomorrow while I'm taking communion. All right, on to the organ. I am playing a song out of this book again. I've played a song out of here, or two songs out of here on a previous video with chimes. And this book is called Learn to Play Sacred Music for All Organs, Book 3. It's my mom's book, so it's a really old book, but I think you can still get it online. And this would really be good for you beginners. If you're not familiar with pedaling, or if you're just not familiar with the organ, it's got some nice simple songs in here. It's by Meredith Barrett and Ashley Publications. The song I would like to play for you today is called Sweet Hour of Prayer. And it's 2 pages long and has 2 sharps. The other thing I like about this book is for some of the songs, it's got an amen at the end. So now, just to give you some advice, if you haven't played for a funeral yet, this is an excellent song for a funeral, and this setting is a good setting for a funeral. It depends on how the funeral is going. If they are all sitting there quiet, and maybe it's right before the family comes in, and they're just meditating and just sitting there quiet, then this would be an excellent setting to use, because you just want to have it nice and calm and soft. But now maybe it's at the start of the funeral or the middle of the visitation, and people are talking and visiting and catching up and so forth, then you can go ahead and make it a little louder. But you don't want, for a funeral, you don't want it too loud, while they're just trying to sit and meditate. Okay, now for this song, I'm talking to the people that are just starting out, because I know you advanced people already know this. For you starting out, what you could do is when you go into the second page, you can add another stop. You could go ahead and raise the volume just a little bit. I didn't add another stop. I wanted you to hear how it would sound, the whole thing just like that, which is fine. If you don't change anything, it's just fine. But if you add a higher stop to make it sound a little different, or maybe you could add a few little notes here and there. Now, what I have set right now is for the pedal, it's swell to pedal 8. And on the swell, I have gedeckt 8 and tremolo. And on the great, which is louder, at this point I have it set so that this is louder, I have gedeckt 8 and gedeckt 4. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add gedeckt 2 on the bottom. And you can see how it's going to sound, and then I'll try to add a few little notes. I'm not very good at it, but we'll give it a shot. All right, and I just went by the seat of my pants there on those notes. I probably can throw in a few more, but you'll want to practice before you do that, because sometimes when you throw notes in, it doesn't quite sound the way you think it's going to sound. Trust me on this. The other thing is for stops. You know, if you want to add more stops. Now, there's been times when I thought, oh, you know, this is going to sound good. I'm just going to go ahead and add it. I didn't try it ahead of time. And I added, and it's like, oh, whoa, no, I should not have done that. So then I flip it off, but by then it's too late. I mean, everybody heard it. So it's best to practice if you're not as accomplished. I need to practice first before I go throwing different things in there and experimenting. I need to practice first. But this book, as I said, is a good one for just starting out. It's got real simple pedal, and it has some very simple songs in here, and they're very nice. So it's Learn to Play Sacred Music for All Organs, Book 3, and it is by Ashley Publications and by Meredith Barrett. I'll show you the first page of Sweet Hour of Prayer. And like I said, there really isn't, I didn't have any difficult spots on this. It's a very easy song. All right, well, thanks for stopping by. Catch you later.